Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. This is session 2, continuation of the story The Little Girl. Children, in this story, we have read that Kezia is a little girl who feared very much from her father. Whenever she comes in touch with her father, she stammered. Kezia disliked the appearance of her father. She thinks him to be a giant when he yawns. She feels comfortable when her father is away from home. One day, her grandmother suggested her to make a pin cushion for her father as his birthday was approaching. She felt happy and made a pin cushion. Now, the thing that she needed was some scrap materials. She searched everywhere and at last she torn the important documents of her father to stuff the cushion. After some time, she heard the cry of her father. He became crazy when he found that his documents are lost. Her mother confirmed from everyone about the documents, and then at last she came to Kezia. Kezia accepted her guilt. She is then brought before her father, and that day she got a nice beating. Her father warned him, saying that the things that do not belong to you, you have no right to touch it. Kezia cried bitterly. Grandmother tried to put Kezia to sleep. Kezia clung to her grandmother and said, "What did she say? Let's read now." What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. Here, Kezia was still not comfortable. She was crying and she said that God should not have made fathers. She hated her father. She was so innocent. She did not know what wrong she had done. She was just preparing a gift for him. She was heartbroken and said that God should not have made fathers. Here's a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. Now, Kezia's grandmother was trying to pacify her. She gave her a handkerchief to blow her nose in it and go to sleep. She added that by morning, Kezia would forget the beating. Kezia tried to justify herself. She said that she was trying to explain to him the reason for tearing the sheets of paper, but he was not ready to listen to her. So again, we see that the child was so innocent, she did not realize that her father hit her to teach her a lesson, so that she did not touch anything that did not belong to her. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. Now, Kezia's grandfather had told her to go to sleep and that by morning she would forget the beating that her father gave her. But Kezia never forgot the beating that she had got. Whenever she saw her father approaching, she would keep her hands behind her back because she felt that maybe he would hit her again, and red color flew into her cheeks. Whenever she saw her father, she got scared and her cheeks got full of red color. The McDonalds lived next door. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. The father with the baby Mao on his shoulders, 2 little girls hanging on to his coat pockets, ran round and round the flower bed, shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boys turning the hose on him, and he tried to catch them, laughing all the time. Here, the writer tells us about Kezia's neighbors. Her neighbors were a family named MacDonalds. In all, the MacDonalds had 5 children, and Kezia would peep at them through a hole in the fence. She would see that the family had a lot of fun. They played a game called tag. Here, tag is a children game of catching one another like we play catch catch. So, all the children, along with their father, would have a lot of fun. Mr. MacDonald would make his little baby Mao sit on his shoulders, and the 2 little daughters that they would hang on to his coat pockets. So, all the children were so much attached to their father. They loved him so much that they would stick to him, and then they would run around the garden, around the flower beds, and they would laugh and laugh and laugh. Kezia also wanted to have such fun with her father, and she missed it. One day she saw that the little sons of Mrs. MacDonald opened the hose on him. They opened the water pipe and tried to make him wet. But Mr. MacDonald was not angry with them. He tried to catch them and he was laughing. This was very strange for Kezia because her father was just the opposite of Mr. MacDonald. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of fathers. Now, when Kezia saw Mr. MacDonald, she realized that he was quite opposite to her father. She felt that God had made various kinds of father. Suddenly, one day, mother became ill and she and grandmother went to hospital. One day, Kezia's mother fell ill, so she was taken to the hospital and the grandmother also went along with her. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice, the cook. That was all right in the daytime, but while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. Now, Kezia was all alone at home with the cook. The name of the cook is Alice. Now, Kezia was fine during the day, but at night, when the cook put Kezia to bed all alone, Kezia started feeling scared. What will I do if I have a nightmare? She asked. Here, nightmare means a bad dream. Kezia asked Alice that if she had a bad dream, what would she do all alone? I often have nightmares and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. Kezia explained to Alice that whenever she had nightmares, she would go to her grandmother and she would sleep with her. So she said that she could not stay all alone in the dark because she would be scared. She could hear different kinds of whispering sounds which made her feel that there was someone around her. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. So Kezia's father was sleeping in the next room, and Alice told Kezia to sleep quietly. She removed Kezia's socks and asked her not to scream. She warned her not to scream and wake her father, but Kezia was helpless. But the same old nightmare came. The butcher with a knife and a rope, who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile while she could not move, could not stand still, crying out, "Grandma, Grandma!" She woke shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. Here, a butcher is a person who cuts animals, who cuts meat. So now this is a nightmare that Kezia had often. She would see a butcher, so this butcher would hold a big knife, a huge butcher's knife, and a rope, and he would approach Kezia. He had a dreadful smile on his face, and once Kezia would see him, she would feel that she was unable to move. She was so much scared of him. She was terrified to see this butcher, and in her sleep, Kezia cried out for help. She called for her grandmother. When Kezia woke up, she was shivering, she was trembling, and she saw that her father was standing next to her bed and he was holding a candle in his hand. So Kezia's father had heard her scream, and he had heard that Kezia was calling for her grandmother, and he had come to help her. "What's the matter?" he said. Now he asked Kezia what was the matter, why she was screaming. "Oh, a butcher, a knife, I want Granny." Kezia was still scared of the nightmare. She said that there was a butcher, he was holding a dreadful knife, and she wanted her grandmother. He blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. So, here we can see the affection that Kezia's father has for her. He blew the candle off, he lifted her and carried her to his bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. Here, tucked up means covered up nicely in bed. Kezia's father lay her in his bed next to him and covered her with the top sheets. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still with the butcher's smile all about her. It seemed she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. Here, snuggled means moved into a warm, comfortable position close to another person. Now, Kezia felt her father's affection, and so she went close to him. She snuggled herself towards her father, and she held his shirt tightly so that she would not feel scared again. And now Kezia had overcome her fear of her father. Then the dark did not matter, she lay still. Now, once Kezia was with her father, she was no longer afraid. "Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm," said father. He asked Kezia to rub her feet against his legs so that they became warm. Tired out, he slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. So, as Kezia's father was very tired, he slept before she did. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him, he was harder than grandmother. But it was a nice hardness, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. MacDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writings. She stirred suddenly and sighed. Now, here, Kezia realizes her mistake and she had affection towards her father. She felt that her father was a poor man. He worked so hard. He was not so big as she found him to be earlier. Now, she felt that her father was a poor man who worked very hard, and so he got so tired that he went off to sleep and did not play with her like Mr. MacDonald did with his children. But Kezia felt that her father's heart was also full of love for her. She realizes that she has torn up his important document, the speech that he had written, and also this realization makes sure take a deep breath. She realizes that she had been wrong and that is why her father had beaten her. He had been so strict with her. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dream? Although Kezia's father was asleep, he heard her sigh. He heard the sound that Kezia made and he asked her what the matter was. Was she again watching a bad dream? Oh, said the girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, father dear. Kezia replied to her father that she had placed her head on her father's heart and she could hear his heartbeat, and she complimented her father that he had a big heart. So, Kezia is showing her love for her father as she had realized that her father also loved her. With this, children, we come to an end of the chapter. Hope you would have understood the chapter well. Thanks for watching.